Hello and welcome to this lecture. Now we are going to talk about a very interesting new LLM. Now we are going to talk about Claude. So let's find out what Claude is. Claude is another LLM, another large language model, and it was developed by a company called Anthropic. This company was founded in 2021, so quite recently, and a bit in contrast to OpenAI, they are laying more focus on safety and interpretability of the model. And there's also quite some overlap. It is led by former OpenAI researchers, and they have released just recently their Claude 3 model family, just right now in March 2024. And as you can see here at the right hand side, this is coming from their webpage. You can see that it's even outperforming GPT-4, which is the benchmark at the time of this recording. And it's outperforming GPT-4 on many different benchmarks. So this is really very promising. And we are going to check that out later. In the family, they are having 3 different model sizes. This is also quite normal nowadays, that in a family you have models with different sizes and then with different capabilities. So typically the smallest models are the cheapest, the fastest, but also then of course the performance is not as good as the largest models. So the largest model is called Opus, and the other ones are called Haiku and Sonnet. And Opus and Sonnet are available in many different countries. You can find that out on their webpage, and Haiku is going to follow as well. And here at this graph you can see the performance, or you could also call it intelligence, based on some benchmarks, versus the cost of 1 million tokens. So here you can see how these different models are performing. And one very good approach to check out different models in a very independent and stable way is called Chatbot Arena. You can find it under this URL. And the idea is the following. You have 2 different models which are competing. So you can enter your prompt and then send, and then the Chatbot Arena is selecting randomly 2 different models and providing the output to you. But at the beginning, you don't know which model is underlying, the left-hand side and the right-hand side. And then it's up to you, it's up to the user to decide if the answer from the model A or from model B is better. Or there might be also a tie, or you could also return that both are providing bad answers. So this is a really good blind study, because only after the user has evaluated the results, you are going to see which was the underlying model. And this is important because there might be some biases. For example, if somebody, for whatever reasons, does not like company A, which is developing that model, that could directly affect the rating from the person. But that cannot happen since the user does not see in advance which model is providing which answer. So this is a very good independent way of studying it. So it's following the double-blind study approach. And this is also a very important concept coming from medicine. And it's considered to be the gold standard in medical trials, because in a trial you have different patients, and then you want to find out if a real treatment is better than just a placebo. So the patients should not know which one is which. So it's important that the patients do not know what is the real stuff and what is just a placebo. But also it's important that the medical doctor or the scientist does not know which is which. Because there might be also some incentives that the doctor is showing certain preferences and the patients might see that. So it's important that both sides of the page do not know which one is which. And the same holds here with this Chatbot Arena. You have the users, they don't know which model is returning which answer. So they have to decide independently and just purely based on the answer which one is better. And then the algorithm which is analyzing the result in the end And that one is also then independent in doing the analysis and creating a leaderboard, as you can see it here. So this is the Chatbot Arena leaderboard, and this is a screenshot from today, from 8th of March 2024. And like I said, the typical leaders currently are the different GPT-4 models. But then already, and it just appeared today on the leaderboard, is Claude 3 with the biggest model. So Claude 3 Opus is directly jumping to rank number 3. And also you can see here a bit down that there is also the second largest model in this family, Claude 3 Sonnet. It's also visible. And then you can compare them basically on this ELO score. So this is the metric which is deciding which is the best model. So Anthropic has really developed extremely powerful models here, which are playing really in the ballpark or even are outperforming the other best models in this field. So it's definitely worth taking a look and making ourselves familiar with Claude. All right, and in the next video, we're going to see how we can get access to the models from an API level and create some Python code to fetch answers via Claude. Thanks a lot and see you there.